Hey everybody, it's Steve, REEF. Brief. Another video, a quick video, an update on the aquarium. This is a really awesome update that makes me super happy. By the way, don't forget to click like and subscribe if you dig this kind of content, learning about saltwater aquariums. Pass it on to friends and family, maybe even your grandma. And links to everything I use in the video descriptions with a section at the top for gear in this video, which I also pin in the first comment of each video. The results of having a sump and a canister filter with a UV clarifier on it. It's not a sterilizer, it's a clarifier. But anyway, in past videos, I would film the tank for you guys. And this is just with the iPhone, and there's just daylight. And there was like a greenish tinge, right? Just you could see it, and I would apologize. I'm like, oh, sorry about the stupid looking tank, whatever. The canister filter is a Fluval FX6, and I only have foam in it for mechanical filtration to catch the particles, right? I don't have any biological filtration. That's what the live rock is for, and the sand. So when I clean it out like every 3 months, I'm just gonna replace the foam as I have in previous videos. I'll put a link up here so you can see it. I don't rinse out nasty sponges. By the way, the sponges are really not that nasty. They look coffee stained. They were white, but then they look coffee stained. But I just wanted to show you how this tank looks with just the sunlight. There's a green tinge, and I'll tell you what, I have not cleaned any algae off this glass in like at least a week, and there's nothing on it, nothing in the back, nothing in the front. Zero glass cleaning, zero glass scraping, no algae, no nothing. I did add these new rocks, dry rock, okay? I mean, and it looks so much better when the lights are on. It's 9 a.m. I'm not going to turn the lights on. But, Fluval FX6 canister filter with the UV clarifier. You got the blue light going on, so you know it's fine. Now, the reason I like this clarifier is because the water will flow into the clarifier and it spins to keep it, the water doesn't just go through. It spins in chambers to keep the water exposed more to the UV, which kills single-celled creatures, single-celled animals, single-celled beings, whatever, and that's algae. And it also helps with, look at this huge crab guy. I got him for free. He was a hitchhiker on the rock that came in from the ocean. I got rock from the ocean, these two, and then two in the back you can't see, but he was a hitchhiker, a little bitty guy. I barely saw him, and he's still around. That's really cool. Sand looks great. This is helping with mechanical filtration. And then I've got it plumbed from the overflows going into the sump. See? Just a regular sump. I love this sump. I change out the foam to filter mechanically every few days. Protein skimmer. So I have the power of 2 for filtration, and this water looks great because I added the canister filter. It polishes the water and takes extra stuff out of the aquarium with the foam. But then the UV clarifier really has made this a night and day. I may add on a UV sterilizer. People have said, oh, that UV clarifier is only a 6 watt. That's not big enough for your whole aquarium. Are you crazy? They're right, it's totally not. But the UV clarifier is not in the aquarium. It's connected to a canister filter. So it's fine. I could also put a 6 or 9 watt in my sump. It's where it's placed. So, I reached out to Bulk Reef Supply, they said the same thing. If you have a 9 watt that's good for up to 50 gallons or 65 gallons, but you've got a 125 gallon tank, it'll work if you put it in the sump, because the sump is, I think, 25 gallons. So it's gonna handle all that area. Now, if I was gonna have a UV sterilizer in the tank, which I didn't really want to do it because it's kind of unsightly, you know, then yeah, I'd have to find one that's large enough to handle 125 gallons. Things are only going to be destroyed or DNA altered if the water that carries that stuff flows through the UV sterilizer. So if it's in your tank, stuff has to flow through it. Well, mostly everything eventually will flow through it pretty quickly as well if it's connected to a canister filter, because the water's getting cycled. I don't know how many times an hour, but it is through that inlet that goes into the canister filter, gets filtered mechanically, then through the UV, and then out back into the tank. And then I have my overflows here, 1, 2, going into the sump, which is where the protein skimming and the foam is that gets replaced every 3 days. By the way, I have 2 of those cool crabs. I don't know where the other guy is, but he's just as large. Anyway, there's an update. I just wanted to show you guys this. I'm happy, man. It really helps. I really highly recommend a UV sterilizer or a UV clarifier. Now, if I wanted, I could remove that canister filter and just connect the UV clarifier to my PVC plumbing. Just have to make sure that the flow isn't too strong, because they are rated for a certain amount of flow. If you have too much flow, it will not work as well. That's it for now. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video. Links to everything I use in the video description below.